Today's deck has a little bit of everything that I absolutely love. We are talking about planeswalkers and we are talking about tokens. Now today's deck idea came to me because of a 2-card combo that I really wanted to try out between the Asika's Chariot and the Hungry for More. The Hungry for More is a 2-drop spell that allows us to create a 3/1 trample lifelink body, with the only downside being that we lose that creature at the end of the turn. Well, what's nice about this is that it's a token that the Asika's Chariot can copy, creating another 3/1 trample lifelinker that's going to be a permanent body for us to use in the future. So there's a lot of value to be had in just 2 mana as long as we have an Asika's Chariot on the battlefield. Very powerful combo, which then obviously landed us in the colors of JUND, which then opens the door for things like Ob Nixilis, which is a pretty interesting combo that we can copy the tokens of the Ob Nixilis with the Asika's Chariot as well. And the rest of the deck has some great planeswalkers with some token generation and some other cards, utility cards that are going to help us remove things off the battlefield, draw us cards, etc. It's a very powerful mid-range type of a deck that I'm really excited to showcase for you guys today. As always, there'll be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. And in the meantime, there's a link to the description below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like, subscribe, both of those go a very long way and they're free ways to help support the channel. I'd greatly appreciate that. With that being said, guys, enjoy today's video and we'll see you guys here at the end for some final thoughts. Peace. Welcome back to another video, guys. I wanted to say episode, but I don't know what the episodes are called, but you know what? Welcome back nonetheless. Welcome back to the final episode, I should say. Final episode before we see some new cards. Before we see some new cards, we are going to have tomorrow off. No video tomorrow. I'm trying to think if I want to keep this. I don't think we can. This is just as bad. All right, well, we'll keep it anyways. Last video before the new cards come out on Wednesday/Thursday. So you guys won't be seeing a video tomorrow, unfortunately, but should be having some fun with this one today, man. I already played a couple of games with it, has some good wins with it. Asika's Chariot, copying some tokens, doing some nonsense. Should be a lot of fun. Patchwork automaton. Yeah, that guy. All right. No attacks. Let's go ahead and hopefully they grow this thing. They attack into me. I get a treasure. Bada bing, bada boom. I got myself an Asika's Chariot or a good Meat Hook Massacre. Either way, works well for me. Would like to get the Asika's Chariot in and then follow it up with a Hungry for More. That'd be great. We can start making some copies of these Hungry for More tokens. That's a combination I actually haven't even tried yet, by the way. The Hungry for More with the Chariot. I want to see how that actually dials in. All right, well, hopefully we get a land off the top here and we can Meat Hook. Let's see, can we Meat Hook right now? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we can. Bada bing, bada boom. I am going to drop this for red. I know I need double black, but the treasure covers the black. So we got this for 1, 2, and 3. And then we drop the Asika's Chariot next turn. Love it. Absolutely love it. Those are all very, very difficult creatures to remove because, this passes off its 1/1 counters to other creatures. And then, those patchworks are just going to continue to grow and they have wards. So very, very hard to deal with. So very happy to have that clean sweep there. Their biggest mistake there was to attack into us. All right, this is much more manageable. We are at 23 life, so feeling pretty good about that. This is so much more manageable now, though. All right, Chariot for sure. And then hopefully next turn, get the Hungry for More down and maybe another land would be nice. Another land, though, might entice me to play out the Lulth. It's probably the better play, but I still think we're going to go with the Hungry for More play because I want to start getting those trampling lifelink flyers. I think it's going to be very important here because the opponent is clearly on aggro and they're trying to impede a lot of damage onto us. So gaining life could be very important. Ooh, that's pretty good. What do you attach it to, though? Obviously the 3/3, right? Okay, interesting. That's something I wouldn't mind dying because it passes its 1/1 counters off onto something. So it's kind of interesting that they chose to prioritize that creature. All right. I was just wondering why they played out the Ronin here. It's because this gets 1/1 counters. Interesting. All right, so we do get the land, but again, I think I'm gonna go for a hungry for more play. I like the lifelink here. I like the lifelink. Oh, these don't fly. What am I saying? They have trample, lifelink, and haste. That's it. All right, so now we got these 3/1 lifelinkers, and so we could take damage all day long. We just keep on making copies of said lifelinking vampires. Feels good. This is the first time ever that I'm actually hitting this combo. I played a couple of games with this deck already, but this is the first time we've done it, so feeling really good about that. And it's not that we haven't had the opportunity to do it before. It's just that there were better things for us to be copying. I think in the last game we played before recording, we had like 6 Obnixiluses by the end of the game. So that was pretty interesting. We eat this. We eat this all day. No blocks. We eat that, baby. All right, let's go with the black source again. I mean... yeah, I think I'm going to go Lulth, and then I'm going to go ahead and just draw a card. And I'm going to play the Lulth pre-combat just because in case anything dies here. Because there's a chance that they trade out the Asika's Chariots with the Smith. If it dies, I get, you know, the added loyalty to the Lulth. So that's nice. All right, we're just getting a lot of these 3/1 bodies, man. Feels really good. Oh, they're going to let the Asika's Chariot live. They're down to 7. Interesting choice. Lulth goes to 5. And I'm okay with making a block here too now. You know, stopping the 4-powered creature from going over the top on the Lulth because we do want to save it. And we can make another one, so. I'm in a good mood today, guys. I'm in a really good mood. I think it's because new cards are coming out. I have a lot to do today, though. A lot of things I want to do today on the docket. I want to try to make some new emotes, man, but it's been so much, not enough time in the day to make these emotes happen, man. I want to make new sub badges and new emotes. I think it'll be a lot of fun. All right, patchwork goes up bigger. So we're seeing 2 more patchworks now, huh? We took care of 2 and we see 2 more. Seems like the shufflers up to some good shenanigans. You know, it's nice though. We do have the Obnixilis, so you know, we hit the Ob, we force them to make some bad, you know, decisions as far as discarding goes, as opposed to taking the damage. I don't know what we do. Maybe we get aggressive with the hungry for more. We do need another red source, which I now regret playing that last swamp out and not playing it for red. That's gonna haunt me for sure. That's it. All right, you can have it. They're playing very defensively here now. Interesting. It's not a bad find. Do we draw a card though, guys? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we draw a card? Do we create 2 more threats? Do we Obnixilis? I don't know. I think Obnixilis has to be the call, right? That's got to be one of the plays we make here. No doubt about it. So here's what we're going to do. We crew that. We ob this. We just go hard in the paint here with the discard / damage being dealt.
Plead for mercy.
If I top deck a red source, man, that could be so clutch. I'm gonna go ahead and plus the Lulth pre-combat to see if we get if we can get a red source, because then I can throw out another hungry for more, which would be pretty interesting. Would it be interesting though? I don't know. I guess it would. I mean, when our creatures die, we are dealing damage to our opponent. All right. Is a red source. All right. All right. So Riveteer's Charm or Hungry for More. So we play Hungry for More. We attack in. We're going to lose 2 2 of our oh, we're gonna lose 3 of them. They're gonna be dealt 3 damage. Then they cannot discard another card. We copy Obnixilis. Oh, we got lethal. Okay, so hungry for more. We lose 3 creatures on this exchange because they can't afford any of these to hit, right? So all 3 of these die. And then when they die, we deal 3 damage. We plus the Obnixilis we just created. That's 2 damage. Boom! Oh, man. Magic can be fun sometimes, man. Magic can be fun sometimes.
Aren't I jealous? I do what I demand.
GG's, let's go. Let's go. 23 life at the end too, man. That feels good. That's a very healthy life total there. Very, very comfortable win. Feels good. Let's go. Man, I'm very, very happy with the outcome of that game because that actually could have gone sideways pretty quickly because the deck we were up against, you know, them being able to find 4 of their patchworks was kind of insane and could have gone really bad for us. So I'm really happy we were able to come out there with a win. This opening hand is interesting, man. It's not good. It's not good because we have... Okay, that makes it a lot better. I was gonna say we have the Hungry for More, which could be a token that we could use for the Obnixilis, but we would need 5 mana to pull that off. So that would have been really tough. I like this though now because we have the Hunt for Specimens. We have a lot of black, so let's go green. Dude, my allergies are driving me nuts. I'm gonna go berserk right now. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. I don't think there's any wrong choices here. We're up against mono green potentially. I guess in that case, this is probably the best pick. We want some more removal. More removal, especially with sticky things. I have no idea why we haven't seen a creature from our opponent yet, though. That's very strange. Very, very strange. Okay. They're clearly going to play something with haste next turn, I would imagine, right? So we have a decision to make here. We either can go Riveteer's Charm to stop anything with haste, or we can go Obnixilis and get that going. I think I'm going to bank on them playing a haste creature this turn. Not haste, unfortunately, but you know, it is something we can remove. It is something we can kill. Alright, I like the Chariot here anyways because the Chariot can then start copying you know, the Hungry for Mores or the Obnixilises, which is very, very good. I will need to keep the battlefield clear though, because the things that they're going to be playing out now are going to be way big enough to destroy the Asika's Chariot plays. Alright, so I'd like to find a land here so we can go Fumes off this, and then Hungry for More would be great. Gonna be tricky, man. I need that land. Let's go land. Ah, come on. So are we willing to give up a Asika's? No, we can't really give up the Asika's Chariot, can we? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I promise. I'm trying to get through this allergy strong. I guess we still go with the Necrotic Fumes play. Just not as fun when you can't Hungry for More and copy the Vampire token. A bit of a bummer. I think it's the first time I've ever been really upset for drawing into a lull. We have a fantastic hand though, I'm telling you guys. If we could just get one more land and you know, double cast out, you know, a couple of these, drop 2 cards in one turn instead of... That's annoying. That's gonna require a Meat Hook Massacre for 1 for no reason. How annoying. Blizzard Brawl, sure. That's a good, I mean, that's a good Blizzard Brawl for us. That's a wasted Blizzard Brawl in my opinion. It's fine. That is fine. No wonder they haven't been playing too many cards though. Blizzard Brawl galore here. All right, so I think I'm gonna do this for 1. Yeah. It's not ideal, but I can't get anything through if that thing's gonna be sitting out here with Death Touch the whole time. I think doing this for 1 is fine. There's a good chance they pump this up though with something. So going for 2 might have been a smarter play, but I only went 1 because I really wanted to make sure that my cat would survive. So that's a bit of a bummer. I'll offer the trade. See what they want to do with this. I'll offer it up. Nice, they take it. That's a okay. I was gonna say that's a big mistake, but no, they don't go for it. It's all good. This is just a matter of time. It's just annoying that I have to wait here and play it out slowly when I have such a great hand. But yeah, I mean, I should have done the meat hook for 2. I knew better. Like I said, I knew better than that. I knew they were going to pump it up with something, but pretty annoying. Okay, well, they attacked in with that. That's also kind of awesome for us. I'm going to go with the Soren. I need to draw cards, man. I really need to draw cards. So the Asika's Chariot is now going to create 2/3 flyers with lifelink, which is amazing enough, you know. And on top of that, now we can start drawing into extra cards every turn to find those lands. We've keep on duplicating our cards here. Man, I'm really happy though with ending the you know, the post rotation the way we have these last 2 decks. They've been pretty powerful, man. They felt pretty good. It's been nice playing some stuff that I knew would be a little more competitive and a little less out there. That's fine. Why would you not deal 5 damage to a creature with flying though? Huh, I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be another one in hand, right? Maybe that's what it is. They got another one in hand. They blow up the 2/3 flyer, then they kill the Soren with the 2 powered. Makes sense. Oh, what's that thing? Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each. Okay, not bad. Let's get rid of this once and for all, though. Love that. Finally get a land. Also love that. All right, I do want to make copies of this, right? Let's go like this. Let's go like this.
I've conquered.
Let's go like this.
One city will be easy.
GG's. All right, and we still had 3 Ob Nixilis that we never even once triggered that we could have, and then from there we were going to copy the Ob Nixilis over and over and over again. So that was a really smooth game, man. Nice and easy. Can't be too upset about that one. Not at all. Not at all. Mono green is tough sometimes, man. It depends on the build, but mono green can be really tough. I see what they were trying to do though. I see they were trying to go more death touch and then just have their creatures deal damage to threats, which is a really fun idea. I used to do that kind of stuff myself not too long ago in a build, but it can be pretty tricky if you don't find, you know, the death touch creatures. They only had the one they were working with the whole time, so it was probably pretty tough on them. I think their whole hand was just made up of removal spells and pump spells, which is why we didn't see a creature come down until turn 4. Hopefully we find an on-tap land here so we can use the Deadly Dispute right away. Oh, it's mono black. All right, let's go with red. We learned our lesson on the green last time. Let's see if they want to block. I might be able to get 1 damage through here. I don't know. We'll see. Anything? No, they block. All right. All right. I'm going to force them into having a Deadly Dispute. I'm not going to -1/1 on this, which a lot of people might do. But I'm not going to because, again, I want them to be forced into having the Deadly Dispute. I don't want to give them a free treasure if they're struggling to maybe find land drops or, you know, ramp into their lulth. I'm going to force them to make a play off their own creature here. Make them have it, you know? I love the chariot into the Hungry for Mores. That's really good. Hopefully we can get a ton of value off of it. We did actually have Stesnia Uprising in this deck prior to the final product, but it just wasn't happening with that card, man. It really wasn't. All right, what are they going to do here with the gas? Are they going to attack into me? Because I do have the Seeker's Chariot. Now, if I make a block with the Seeker's Chariot, it goes down to 3 toughness, and then they go ahead and get a treasure. They drop a land, and they can hit it for a meat hook for 3. So that's no good. Gonna have to block here. You know what? It's just 1 damage. Take it. Take it. I don't want them to get in the treasure. I'm going to stick to the same game plan. Same game plan of forcing him. Yep. Looks like they might have been... did this enter? Okay, it did. Never mind. As I say, it looks like they might not have mana, but they do. I didn't see that come down. All right, get on in there. Let's make some copies. Let's go. Not bad. Not bad. End our turn. I think this whole Hungry for More / a Seeker's Chariot thing is pretty bonkers, man. Wish I would have explored that a little bit sooner. This is kind of how the whole deck got started too. I wanted to play a Hungry for More deck because I love this card. And I was trying to think if I wanted to play it in a deck where, you know, I made copies of it in the way of like an undercover operative with a shield counter. That would be really fun. So I was thinking Grixis at first, but then I was like, well, maybe we just do it with the Chariot. The Chariot seems like a more viable, reoccurring threat that we can get value off of. So that's how the deck kind of started out. All right, we're 1 away from being hit with Invoke Despair. I think not blocking this Shambling Gas has been the best thing we could have done. I think it's been great. Meat hook for 2. Oh, you savage. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, black, red, black, red. Okay. Then why do we play? Okay, yeah. No, we're just going to pass the turn. I was going to draw extra cards with this, but we already know what our next play is going to be, so drawing cards would be irrelevant, so. Don't think that's going to be important for now. All right, let's go here. And here. There we go. All right. Let's hope they don't have any removal. They probably do. That might not have been a great idea, actually, the more I thought about that play. 2 Hungry for More just to create a copy of 1 more Hungry for More? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, a 3/1 Trampler with lifelink, though, is so good. It really is. Like, it's such a powerful threat. Especially if we can make copies of them. Looks like they're going to remove it, though, with something. Yeah, Invoke Despair. I knew that was probably coming up next. That was a silly play on my part, I think. Yeah, I'll take the L on this one. That was a bad play. I think the Riveteer's Charm was the move. Or wouldn't mind another Seeker's Chariot here. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, well, we'll go here and then we'll just cycle this out probably. Give me something good. Another charm, that's fine. All right, we'll pass the turn. We'll Riveteer's Charm on their end step. Hopefully finding a couple Planeswalkers would be nice. Don't want to do the whole Hungry for More thing again because we did just see how little value that actually was of, you know, throwing away 6 potential damage to create a potential 3 later. It's just, it just wasn't it. That was a silly play. All right, we'll see if they make spiders or draw cards here. It could make a big difference because we can have them sacrifice this.
Require my aid. How desperate.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go here first. I could make them sacrifice the wealth, but I think this is the move. A nice, I get a meat hook. That's kind of nice.
In exchange for loyalty.
Looks like they're gonna force me into a hungry for more type of a play here, which I was avoiding.
My power is for annihilation.
Let's do it. All right, they're gonna force us into the same play I said we weren't gonna make, but it's fine. At least this time, you know, we get a little bit of card advantage after the whole deal, so we'll take it. And they give us a nice. All right, let's see if they got another Invoke Despair, though. I have a bad feeling they do. I mean, they always do. I mean, they've run 4 in this deck, so we're going to be seeing at least another one, I'm sure. Which means our Meat Hook Massacre's dead. Bit of a bummer. It'd be nice if they didn't, though. I mean, if we could just crew up again with another Hungry for More, making more copies. No, Blood on the Snow. Good enough. There's the Lulth back again. Sheesh. Yeah, they're just outvaluing us. That's all it is. They're just outvaluing the... Darn it. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna get a little bit cheeky here. A little cheeky here. Actually, it's not gonna work, is it? Never mind. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose a Seeker's Chariot here. It's fine. We're gonna lose a Seeker's Chariot here. It's all good. They're gonna double block, but I mean, we still kind of can get a little cheeky here. We have the Riveteer's Charm. We could blow up their Lulth if they make a double block here, and then they lose all their permanents, which is great. But we're left with no Chariot left over. So I'm trying to think, what's more important here? Do we care that they have the Lulth drawing cards, or do we care more about drawing cards ourselves? That's the big question. I think we want to try to draw cards ourselves because we're losing the card advantage game pretty heavily here right now.
I will cull.
Yeah, let's end the turn here. All right, it is what it is. We'll give him the Lulth. We'll give him the Lulth. Tough, man. Tough game. We're just not getting exactly great draws right now. I mean, we had great draws to start the game off. You know, you can't be too upset with a Chariot and a bunch of Hunger for Mores. You really can't. But against this opponent where they're running a bunch of sweepers and they're able to answer our threats, you know, things like Invoke Despair, it's really tough to get these through. So, and it's tough to get them to stick. So, a little bit of a sad day. Toxrill? Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no thanks.
I am merely delayed, not defeated.
No, thank you. I need big time help right now. That'll work. That's pretty good. That will work pretty well. We just pass the turn here. I mean, I could swing in the Shambly Gas. That's pretty good, I guess, for a point of damage. Why not? Why not? Let's not give them the Vampire though. This would be a bad block on their part if they do, because I could take them both out with one Shambling Gas, which is really good. I think they're gonna know that though. I don't know. We'll see. I think they're thinking about it, but then they're gonna realize, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. We have a potential here to gain a lot of life back. If they play another Invoke Despair, we're pretty safe in that regard. The card we don't want to see is Meat Hook Massacre or Blood on the Snow. Those are the two cards that are going to absolutely decimate the board state. That's a pretty clear indicator they're trying something cheeky, I think. We're going to let it go through. Definitely think we're going to see a sweeper here for sure. Should have blocked if that's the case, but you never know. They might just be attacking into attack in. We'll see. Nope, I knew it. Gosh darn it. All right. At least it's Meat Hook Massacre, I suppose, as opposed to Blood on the Snow, because Blood on the Snow would have got them back, you know, would have got them back a Planeswalker. So glad they don't get the Planeswalker at least. Shambling Gas, we don't mind that. So they're down to 2 cards. I mean, that's good. That's really good. I mean, we'll see who wins the value game in the long run here. Would be really nice to get something good off the top here, man. Obnixilis maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Something good. Come on. Lolth would be good. Lolth would be really good. Sorin. Something that draws us cards reoccurring would be nice. Okay. That's okay, I guess. Gives us 2 extra cards. Why not? Another Chariot, huh? Another Chariot. Tough, man. This is tough. They have something holding priority here, which could definitely just be the Field of Ruin. But I have a feeling they have Deadly Dispute as well. And if they do, it's a bit of a bummer. All right, we'll get the Hungry for More down. And we'll look to make some copies. Let's go. Wish me luck. I have another one just in case. And another Chariot to help me crew up the whole squad. Infernal Grasp. Oh, you savage. All right. All right. It would have been pretty interesting too, though, because we probably wouldn't even been able to keep the copy that we made, because they would have blocked with the Shambling Gas and then probably -1/1 on the 3/1 that we created. That was a permanent, so good chance we wouldn't have been able to keep it anyways. We'll see what they do with the Shambling Gas here. We have no cards in hand. They have yet to find a Deadly Dispute, so I'm sure that's coming soon. Deadly Dispute and Infernal Grasp, those 2 cards are going to refill their hand pretty easily, so I'm hoping that we can kill them before then. Obnixilis would be our best bet of doing so. Yeah, that Shambling Gas on their end is also causing me a bit of trouble here, because again, if I attack it with the Asika's Chariot, making a copy of the Hungry for More, you know, they just do the -1/1 on the Hungry for More, and it's gone for good. And there are no more copies to be made, because this is actually our 4th copy of Hungry for More, which is kind of crazy. I definitely had some misplays in the middle of this game, you know, with my sequencing and stuff and what I chose to do. I feel like I could, if I went back and cleaned those up a little bit, we would have been fine. Actually, that's really nice. It's actually really nice. I think we want to crew this first. Meat Hook for 1. Clean their side of the board up here a little bit. Hungry for More. That might be the play. And that way too, it stops their Shambling Gas from -1 on my cat, not allowing me to crew this up. Because if I had done Meat Hook prior for 1, we wouldn't even been able to crew this whole thing up anyways until we got the Hunger for More down. Because these cats would have been 1/1s, and then this would have probably killed one of the cats. So this should work fine, I think. All right, we get the treasure. Let's see what they do if they want to kill a cat or create a treasure of their own. Probably killing a cat, I would imagine. All right, it all comes down to what they learn here. Is it going to be a draw mechanic? No, it's a pest. Okay. I honestly, out of all the things they could have chose, I'm pretty happy with that being chosen. All right, Hungry for More comes in. Go to attack. Hit him for 6. We get another Hungry for More token. All right, here we go. This is going to be the moment of truth, man. They're going to get these pests. Those pests are annoying, though, because they do block really well against the vampires being only 1 toughness. But I do get to create another clone of them, so we'll see. They're down to 6. This is a close game, man. It all really comes down to who's going to top deck, you know, the Deadly Disputes or the Infernal Grasps first. I think they have more options than we do, for sure, as far as good top decks go. We also need to find Planeswalkers, you know? That is not a Planeswalker, my friend. All right. They can crew up their not crew up. They can activate their hive, which is a bit annoying, which means we are probably going to lose the chariot here, but it would require them doubling up and blocking. And I do kind of want them to lose their hive, so we'll see. Because these have trample, so we can probably close the game out next turn here, depending on how they block. We'll see. All right, they don't crew it up, or I keep saying crew. They don't activate the hive at all. Interesting choice. All right, so now we've got 2 of these that have 3 power and they have trample. So getting these through for some damage now looks pretty high, pretty likely. Man, an Ob Nixilis would end this game so fast, and we have a bunch of them in the deck. So there are some things we could find here. There are some things we could really use. Infernal Grasp, interesting. Okay, and not to take out a vampire seems interesting too. Again, though, the hive's there. We gotta keep that in mind. The hive can come down at any point. Oh, they're gonna get aggressive. That's confusing. But okay. So we have what, 2-4 damage that can get through here. That's game, right? I believe it is. I believe that's game. I don't think attacking with the hive there was their best move they could have made. That'll do it. That'll do it. They eat 5 damage here. Oh, but they gain 1 off the pest, though. I guess the pest wouldn't have mattered, though, because after it dies, so the combat damage would have been dealt either way. All right, interesting, man. That was a very complicated, grindy game. I mean, it just came down to who was going to top deck answers first, and we found the Asika's Chariot, which really helped close that game out. I feel like they had a lot of outs that they weren't finding, but so were we, man. We had a lot of outs. We didn't see a single Planeswalker this game. We had 4 Ob Nixilis, which would have ended the game instantly. 2 Lulz, 2 Sorens. All 3 of those cards would have been money, but couldn't find them. GG. That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break this thing down now and explain a little bit more of how we built this thing and put it together. But before I do so, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. I do appreciate it so very much. It helps a lot here with the YouTube algorithm when you stay this long, so I do appreciate that a whole lot. And I know new cards are coming soon, so you know it's harder to keep people's attention these days on some stuff that's going to be rotating out. But hope you enjoyed the deck for what it was and for the limited time that you can actually play it. But anyways, let's jump on in and talk about it. So the beginning of the video, we did discuss how we kind of conceived the idea for this deck, and it was the Asika's Chariot with Hungry for More, a 2-card combo that I've really wanted to try out. Hungry for More being one of my favorite cards right now. Really, really fun card. I mean, for 2 mana, getting you, a trample, lifelink, hasting vampire. This thing is so sweet. The problem obviously being the downside of losing it at the end step. So I was just looking for ways to copy it. Essentially, I wanted to try to copy this card today so we didn't lose that token. Because for 2 mana, I mean, you can copy this in a lot of ways pretty mana efficiently. But the most mana efficient way is to just crew the Asika's Chariot and copy it straight out. And now you've just spent 2 mana. You've got a permanent 3/1 lifelinking body, and the other one probably attacked in for some damage, which is really great, gaining you a lot of life. So that's where this deck started. And from there, the deck was pretty easy to build because we wanted to make sure, you know, we had the Obnixilis in this deck. That was the next part of this. It was like, okay, if we're running Jund, if we're running a Seeker's Chariot, we got to do the whole Obnixilis copy with the Chariot combo. We've seen that done before. It's very powerful. And then from there, I wanted to make sure we had some more token generation tools. And, you know, these two Planeswalkers made a lot of sense to me, Sorin and Lolth, because they're very powerful. They create really good bodies for you to copy. Really nice crewable things, gaining you life. And then they both draw us cards, which is fantastic. And then from there, the early game this is where I kind of had my troubles, right? I focused really heavy early on creating tokens and sticking to this tokens idea of things that I can copy with the Seeker's Chariot, right? So I did have things like Ranger class in the deck at first. Ranger class being a wolf generating, you know, token. And then, you know, powering this up along the way. But level 3 made no sense. We didn't have any creatures in this deck that we wanted to grab out of here. So I did cut that idea. There were some other things too, like Stesnia Uprising. That was really cool. You know, I wanted to use... Oh, I did that wrong. Uprising. This is a really cool card that I wanted to use. It obviously creates us tokens and bodies to copy, which is great. But they're only 1/1, so they're not really worth copying. And really we're focused more on, you know, getting this to 13 and dealing the 7 damage. And a lot of times I found myself having more than 13 permanents on the field before this hit the battlefield. So then it was just kind of creating us 1/1 bodies for no reason other than for the sake of creating them. And so I didn't think that was worth it either. I didn't think that was worth, you know, running as well. And then I decided on just throwing in a Shambling Ghast. And from there, I was a little like, okay, this doesn't synergize exactly with the game plan. And that always makes me feel kind of weird. But it's such a powerful card that it really needed to just be in the deck. Like, let's be real. This thing needs to be in the deck, especially for running things like Deadly Dispute, because, you know, the treasure generation that it can do on turn 1 and 2 is too much to not have in the deck. It's just too good of a combo that you have to be playing these two cards together. And then from there, I decided on Hunt for the Specimens because it gives us some extra card advantage on the you know, sideboard, which is great. And it also creates another body that we can then sacrifice to Obnixilis, which was the big thing. So I went with these two. Turned out it worked out pretty well for us. It was really nice. And the fact that we're, you know, spitting out a bunch of treasures in this deck, of course, we had to do the Meat Hook Massacre as our sweeper of choice. It started out as a burn down the house choice because we can then create tokens off that as well, being a little more offensive, but it made no sense because it blows up all of my Planeswalkers. So we went ahead and cut that for the Meat Hook Massacre. Lastly, we added in River Tears Charm. I wasn't sure about this card, but it just has so much value as far as like things you can do with this. You know, having 3 different choices on this card. Choices are always a very good thing and typically end up being very positive for you. So it worked out. We were mostly drawing cards with this, but it did come in handy to you know, remove some creatures off the field as well. But yeah, guys, that's the whole deck in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and jump over here so we can see the sideboard. We have Environmental Sciences, Necrotic Fumes, Containment Breach, Pest Summoning, you know, Prophecy, Annihilation, and Mascot Exhibition. Very powerful deck. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think it was very competitive. Obviously, we won all 3 of our games with it, and I think you guys will have a lot of fun with this one if you do end up running it before, you know, the new cards come out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Speaking of new cards, let's jump into that real quick. If you guys didn't see my video yesterday at the end, we did discuss how the scheduling was going to happen out on the channel. So for sure, there will be no video tomorrow. Just won't be. There might be a stream. If I can get access to the early access, you know, pass, there might be a stream. If I can't, everything will be pushed back till Thursday. So I am off work on Thursday, so I'll be getting to work really bright and early on the channel to get some extra content out for you guys. We're going to try to get you a video every day for at least the first week. And there might be a stream tomorrow. If there's not, there will for sure be a stream on Thursday. So look out for both of those streams. Maybe hit the notification bell, that way you're notified when we do go live. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that makes sense. In the meantime though, guys, thank you so much for watching today. And before I get out of here, as always, huge shout out goes to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is a group of people here who help support the channel through their monthly memberships on the channel, and I got to say my appreciation and thanks to them as well. Every single video to let them know just how much I do appreciate their support. It means the world to me, so thank you. Thank you. And if you guys want to learn more about the Mardu Mob, there's a link in the description below or a join button next to the subscribe button. But that'll do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We'll see you guys on the next one on Thursday, and be on the lookout for that live stream. We'll see you guys then. Peace.
Eyes on the track.
Hit him 3 times like a a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.